Hello, so this is just going to be a quick video sort of regarding some of the very strange comments I've got regarding the coronavirus test video. So if you don't know, I had the coronavirus test last Tuesday, and then by Wednesday I got the result back to say I was negative. I had to have the test basically because people I'd been in contact with had either had, close contacts that were positive of corona or they had some symptoms of it basically. So it was worth getting checked out because obviously I'm sure you're aware that if you have it, you can carry it with no symptoms or very mild symptoms, but then you can spread it to people who are far more at risk. I think a lot of people aren't quite grasping that. They think basically, unless I get really ill with it, there's no problem, I can do what I want. Well, the problem is no, not really. But anyway, it's debated a lot of really strange comments. Obviously, I got a lot of really good comments, like people saying, I had the test done on this date at this sort of location, the results got back to me within a day or a week. Let's sure I'll leave that in. Maybe some people think they've secretly poisoned me now or something. But anyway, so I had lots of good comments like that. And other people saying, hope you're okay, all those sort of things. I'm absolutely fine. But then I got all the weird comments again. The sort of what we'd call the COVIDiot comments, I guess, or the conspiracy comments, should we call them that? So basically, what conspiracy, maybe you should call it conspiracy, but basically, one of the common ones is, why were you dumb you were dumb to go take a test? The test is bad. Like, they wouldn't explain why. Just having a test done is bad, it's a bit like giving a saliva sample or giving a blood sample, and that's bad apparently. Some of the more extreme ends of those comments were they're using the DNA to clone you. Like, what? Why? What purpose do they have in doing that? What's the more likely, Occam's razor, that there's this deadly disease going around the world that's causing huge economic damage because even when it doesn't kill people, it makes them quite sick for a while or unable to work, very virulent. And, there's a test that's been designed to sort of give you a fairly accurate answer if you have it or not. There's that, or it could be a secret program to really steal your DNA. Well, here's the thing. I'm chronically ill anyway. I have blood tests taken all the time, things like that. If they wanted my DNA, they already have it. I've donated tissue samples and things like biopsy stuff for ulcerative colitis research. So, that's a completely fucking stupid point, in my opinion. If they want my DNA, they've got it. If you've ever had a blood test or anything done, which I think the majority of people would have had done, they've got your DNA if they want it. Do you use the phone scanner on your smartphone to log in using your thumbprint? Well, technically, I guess your thumbprint could then be on a database as there, couldn't it, or your fingerprint? So, there's all this stupid stuff about, it's to harvest your DNA or whatever. It's like, no, they'd already have that stuff if they wanted it. And I think it's a lot more obvious that it's just because it's a disease. I've also got a lot of those people doing the weird thing of like, I know you won't take criticism, so you'll block this comment, and then talk about something that's completely unrelated to the video. Well, I am going to block you for that, because you're just wasting everybody's time with a comment not related to the video. If it was related to the video, it wouldn't be so bad, but it's when people then start talking about Nazi Germany, fascism, all that sort of weird stuff, communism, when the video is not about that. It's like, why are you bringing up random political points to start arguments on a video that's not about that? It's a very strange thing, but again, it seems like a disinformation troll type thing with that. And again, it's a bit like the anti-vaxxer stuff that I've said before. I don't mind people who say, I'm a bit sceptical of vaccines because of all these reasons. Some people have good reasons to not trust vaccines. Personally, I don't have a problem with vaccines. But, some people bring up good arguments. But for every one of those you get where you can actually have an honest adult conversation with somebody, you end up getting the person going, no, I read a dodgy Facebook picture that said, vaccines cause autism and they're used to poison you and put nanobots in you, that sort of stuff. So yeah, I've had some very weird comments on this video, but nearly all of it's to do with like stealing DNA for secret cloning projects. But I just kind of wonder who would have the kind of nerve or incentive to try and get people not to be tested so the virus would spread more. Seems very strange, But yeah, I just thought I'd share this because the video where I said about the coronavirus test had something like a 20% dislike ratio, so lots and lots of people watching that apparently don't like the fact that I got a coronavirus test, and nearly all those comments were about how dumb you are to ever, get any of your like DNA or whatever taken for a test. So yeah, that's just, I thought I'd do a funny update on that. I know you get the very strange anti-maskers. Like, again, I can completely understand the people saying, I'm a bit worried some of our civil liberties might be, being eroded by a lot of these emergency lockdown measures. I personally not want to wear a mask if I was out and about, I don't blame people like that at all. But then you get the people saying, we're being told to wear masks because it's a conspiracy to muzzle us so we can't speak or some shit. It's like, well... Anyway, hope you found this interesting. I've certainly found it interesting and weird reading some of those comments. But I guess truth is stranger than fiction, isn't it?